They were once a loving couple, but her husband hadn't come home for 5 months. Every time the man's parents invited them home for a meal, to maintain the superficial harmony, the woman always pretended that everything was fine. Even before leaving, she would show great affection to her husband's mother, but after months of cold war with her husband, she could no longer endure his indifference. When she wanted to confront her husband, he brushed her off with an excuse about work, and kicked her out of the car. She thought her husband just didn't love her anymore. Until that day, she secretly followed him, only to find him with another woman and a child. They looked like a family. The woman walked up to her husband and demanded an explanation, but the man looked impatient and told her to leave. He turned around to leave. The woman could only threaten him, "If you don't explain clearly, we'll get a divorce tomorrow." After a brief hesitation, the man still chose to leave with his son and the mistress. The angry woman had to vent her emotions on another man, but just as she walked out of the room, she ran into her husband who had come to find her. Her husband asked her, "Is this the real reason you want a divorce?" She replied coldly, "I can live well with anyone." Before she could leave, her husband ordered his subordinates to teach that man a lesson. The woman only thought her husband was being ridiculous. On this day, she accidentally met her husband's mistress. She wanted to get some information from the mistress, so she went to the mistress's house. She felt an indescribable warmth toward the child in front of her. She mistakenly thought the child was born to her husband and the mistress, not knowing that this was actually her own biological son. She told the mistress that she was the man's wife, and accused the other woman of being the third party in their relationship. However, the mistress said, "The one who is not loved is the third party." When the mistress saw the man's figure appear, she immediately put on a look of being bullied by the woman. The man, upon seeing this, naturally thought his wife was bullying them. The woman, unaware of the truth, felt confused. Just as she was about to help the mistress up, the man grabbed her. He said angrily, "Didn't I tell you not to come here?" He even shouted at her, telling her to get out. At that moment, the woman was completely disappointed in her husband.